Welcome to the Soul Rest. This is about a very specific kind of regret. Not the regret of failure, not the regret of not trying hard enough. This is the regret that comes after you succeed, after you earn the title, after the money arrives, after people begin to respect your name, and then you turn around, wanting to share that moment, but the person you worked for is no longer there to see it. This is about spending your life building something for your parents and realizing you came home too late. Not because you didn't love them, but because you believed you had time. This is about chasing success while time quietly moved in one direction, forward, without waiting. You built a life that looks impressive from the outside, but inside it, there is an empty chair. You remember the beginning, when things were simple. Your father didn't say much, but he showed up every day. Your mother may not have understood all your ambitions, but she always asked, "Are you eating enough?" Back then, you didn't think much of it. You thought that was just what parents did. You didn't see sacrifice. You saw routine. Then you grew up. You learned that money mattered, status mattered, stability mattered. You looked at your parents and told yourself, "I will give them a better life." You meant it. At first, everything you did felt noble. You studied harder. You worked longer. You said no to distractions. You told yourself it was temporary, just a few years of sacrifice, just until things were secure, just until you made it. You postponed dinners. You postponed visits. You postponed conversations. You said, "I'll come home next month. I'll call after this project. I'll make time once things calm down." Things never calm down. Ambition does not come with a finish line. It moves the goalpost every time you reach it. In the meantime, your parents were aging. Not dramatically, not in a way that shocked you overnight, just quietly. A little more gray in their hair, a little more fatigue in their voice, a little more silence between their sentences. You didn't notice. You were busy becoming someone successful, someone respected, someone who finally made it. But made it for who? You told yourself it was for them, but they never asked you to become extraordinary. They asked if you were sleeping enough. They asked when you were coming home. They asked if you were okay. They didn't need your promotion. They needed your presence. You thought success would be the repayment. You thought one day you would walk in, sit them down, and say, "I did it." You imagined the pride in their eyes. You imagined their quiet smile. You imagined that moment clearly. What you did not imagine was the possibility that the moment would never come. Success arrived. Time did not wait. There are people who build everything and lose the chance to share it with the ones who mattered most. And when that realization hits, it doesn't scream. It settles. It appears late at night when everything is quiet. You sit in the house you bought. You look at the life you built. And it echoes. Because the voice that once filled it is gone. You scroll through old photos. You replay old voice messages. Not because you forgot their voice, but because you are afraid you will. That is the regret that comes after success. It is not loud. It whispers. You should have gone home more. You should have stayed longer. You should have listened without checking your phone. You were busy building a future. They were quietly becoming fragile. You can rebuild a company. You cannot rebuild time. You can earn more money. You cannot earn back missed years. No one talks about this cost when they talk about ambition. They celebrate the grind. They praise the hustle. They applaud the outcome. They rarely talk about the empty chair. If your parents are still alive tonight, read this slowly. Deadlines will still exist tomorrow. Opportunities will still circulate. Your career will still demand your attention. But time with them is shrinking, whether you notice it or not. Call before you feel ready. Visit before your schedule clears. Sit without rushing. Ask them about their stories. Ask them about their fears. Ask them about the life they lived before you were old enough to see it. Because one day, you may have everything you once wanted, and still feel like you lost something that can never be replaced. This is the soul rest. If this message stayed with you, if it made you pause, if it reminded you of someone you love, subscribe. Stay here, because success is loud, but regret is quiet. And here, we talk about the quiet things.